These boards are thin, so I don't want the wood to absorb moisture. It'll warp them. That's why I base them in spray primer using very thin coats. It's meant to serve as a barrier to the later paint job. I'm going to paint a new base in brown. I'm not adding water to thin my paints this time. I want to build up the barrier a bit more. The brown will be focused more towards the center. I want the center to be brighter and draw the eye. I cleaned out any paint that dripped into the folds. I improvised a little drying rack. And I'm using espresso to darken the outer area for contrast. It'll dry much darker than this. I'm going to stipple espresso, brown, and dark gray while focusing on a dark to light transition. With a cleaned brush, I stipple in brown to soften the edge. Then I stipple brown, dark gray, and golden brown to lighten the dirt at the center. Now to block in the grass with campground green. I'm going to stipple this instead of painting cartoon blobs. People seem to respond to this technique better. The cartoon style did get me to think a lot about lightning, and that I'm going to use here. I'm going to let the dirt help define the zones. If you're wondering what brush I'm using, it's a cheap horsehair brush with a flat head. It's from one of those ultra cheap packs of brushes that you can get, but it's great for stippling. I don't use expensive brushes. I can't keep brushes clean to save my life. So I just use disposable cheap brushes. I'm going to do 3 passes of highlight for the grass. This wave is using grass green. As things get closer to the center, the colors will get brighter. And now for some bright palm. I'm going to keep this focused nearer to the center. Apple tart is the next highlight, focused even closer to the center. If you watch my painting videos in order, you can really see the evolution of this style. I've been having a blast making mistakes. Time for the warts. I don't know why, but adding warts to any painting makes it feel more organic. These warts will be rocks. I'm using espresso to block in brown rocks. I'm also going to use deep gray to block out the gray rocks. Yeah, we're going to get 2 different color rocks. I fill in the gray rocks with dark gray and the brown rocks with brown. I give the gray rocks another highlight with, wait for it, gray. And I highlight the brown rocks with golden brown. Remember, the light source should always be from the center of the board. That helps focus attention to the center. That's the center ring. That's where all the action should be happening. A last touch, some espresso dots to make the ground feel more grainy. It doesn't take many of these dots to do it. And here is the finished piece, unfolded. Now I just need a convention and an adventure.